So now everywhere there was an actual bone, we need to put an actual bone in. So doesn't it look like a drumstick bone? I'm just going to take and push it up in there. Here's what's neat. If you want a real muscular, like has been working out and pumping iron, turkey, watch this. Look at it. We can make it like buff. Here's the other thing you want to watch for. See those tendons? What we want to do is take kitchen shears and cut those off just for presentation. You want it to look as nice as possible. And what you're really doing is you are replacing all of the places that had bone in it. Like I said, if you want like little buff turkey, look at that. It's like Popeye turkey, okay? It's been working out. Right here, there's a divot. There's a reason there's a divot here is because that's where the actual leg bone was. So now my leg bone, this is a good example. My leg bone was not this big, right? My leg bone was smaller than that. And so what I'm going to do is just put it in. Now I can make it a little bit bigger than it was, but I don't want to go too big because otherwise the inside of this stuffing still has to hit 165 degrees. I can make these ginormous. The problem is it's more for looks because the practicality is the meat's going to be overcooked and the stuffing is not going to be cooked yet. Now I put that in there, squeeze that up. I can feel it starting to come out right there. See that? Then I can go in there and pack just a little bit more in. Now I need a thigh bone. I want it to match approximate size of the other side. So then I have a thigh bone. I don't want to forget now that I have drumettes. I'm going to take little drumette bones and put them in where the little drumettes are. If you get a little rip or tear in it, it's not going to be a big problem on the drumette bone, especially when they were expecting a bone there anyhow and they don't have to debone it and it's already ready to eat and it's all nice. Tastes good. This one I have a little tear in, but no biggie. I'll show you, it'll all come together. It'll be good. Now, the only thing I have left, if you guys look, you can see all that anatomy of the deboning part is back together. In fact, here's part of the drumstick. Watch. I can put that dark meat and put it right back where it belongs. I can take that thigh, pull that over, and then it starts looking like a little bit more like a turkey. Then I actually take and I reference the size of my internal carcass, the actual bone structure, the internal carcass, just like this. And I start molding it to look like what I took out of there. Because what I'm going to do is just roll this. See, doesn't that look like a turkey?
It's like the Incredible Hulk.
So then I take bed of mirepoix, okay? I'm just going to take and roll this. So I'm going to take this, bring it over on itself. Actually, I'm going to do it just for a lift and roll if I can grab any steam. Just like so. So that way you don't have any strings or needles to worry about. Now the wings, Joe, can you pull this cutting board away? Just right down underneath it. I'll just transfer.
Man, that looks perfect, Chef.
There we go. It's getting there. Now these wing tips, if I just leave them sitting up, they're not going to fare so well. So I'm going to tuck them under. Because my ultimate goal is that this is going to be relatively all the same size by the time I'm done. So I come in like that, come in like that. I'm going to turn this around. I want to bring the insides like that. You can put a couple potatoes in there if you would like. If you do not have any butcher's twine at home, if you want to take just a couple feet of butcher's twine, you can find it in the stores. This time of year it might be a little bit harder to find because everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people use it. Because if you don't have someone to assist you on turning that over, what you want to use is what's called trussing needles. You'll find them right in the same aisle that you'll find like your aluminum roasting pans, and they look like little miniature skewers that have a circle on them. And what you do is you basically run it through the skin and you lace it up. So what I'm going to do with these now, dun, 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 dun.
And look, Jackie's dancing.
Make sure to go back to kindergarten and learn how to tie a knot. Even if you do have chef in front of the title of your name. So the reason I'm tying these together is, again, I want this whole package to be about the same size. If I leave them just the actual drumsticks and everything out and not tucked in, it'll actually cook differently. So right in this area is a little thin to me, so all I have to do is take a little bit of this stuffing and pack it in there, and take this neck skin, fold it over, and I have it just like that. Then it looks just like a turkey again. Okay? Now what's cool about it is on Thanksgiving, I carve right down through the white lines here. I take the wings off, just those two, the upper points, and the lower pieces, the drumette has the meat.